An industry worth billions of dollars, both premium and luxury brands making a speedy headway into the country. We're talking about the growing apparel market in India, where on one hand, brands are looking at India as the next big opportunity. On the other, they're alienating a huge segment of the market, the 30-plus women. But what's ironic is the fact that it's these women who've actually got the moolah to indulge. But instead, they're focusing on the fickle-minded youth for whom one style lasts for not more than 2 weeks and money is a big issue. Is this a missed opportunity or a conscious decision for brands? Khushbu Patodia with that story.
Youth is a great thing to have on your side. It's exciting, invigorating, and the women's apparel market clearly understands that. Look around you. I am one of those young women who love to dress up, so I could fit into this, or even this. Simply put, there are options galore. But can a woman, let's say in her early or mid-30s or even in her early 40s, who's slightly shaky about her appearance, yet aspires to be up to speed, say the same? Let's find out.
The Indian market, they are all very awed by the fashion that's going on, so you can't find what you want. Whereas in the international market, you have the fashion as well as the classic cuts.
The clothes we find in India are much more youth-oriented in terms of color, design, spaghetti straps and all these types of things middle-aged women can't wear.
Sizes are definitely youth-oriented. I mean, all the sort of things that I would have worn 30 years ago. Lots of difficulties. There are very few shops who keep sizes for middle-aged women and especially for Western clothes. And if you go in for stitching, it's a big problem because you don't get the right fit.
Variety is less. Either you get it in bulk of same designs which normal people would not like. They would always want an exclusive different clothes.
मैं जब भी यूएस जाती हूँ तो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा बिग साइज वहाँ पे मिल जाती है. ऑल साइज वहाँ रहती है जो इंडिया में बहुत लिमिटेड है. यहाँ इतनी नहीं मिलती है तो यहाँ मुझे सब स्टिच कराना पड़ता है.
Clearly not. And that's the question we're asking marketers and brands. In a rush to target the young and the restless, have they forgotten that it is the 30-plus who have the disposable income to splurge on branded garments?
The industry is not ripened for us to make that large investment at this stage. You know, when you say for a brand, their reach has to be all across. You cannot be a brand and selling only through a metro city or one big Bombay, one store catering to it.
I think no one wants to take the risk. I'm sure people will look at how other brands are doing who are catering to that segment and then they'll all jump in. And if you look at India, one category someone has to start the category and then there'll be 50 more followers to come in.
Partly there's a larger kind of a marketing bias against, people who are 35 plus. I mean, a classic, most target audience definitions end at the age of 45. So it would seem that people above 45, have to take to sannyas and stop consuming anything. When it comes to fashion, I think that this becomes even more acute because the whole very idea of fashion is in a sense located in the youth. And particularly when it comes to, women's fashion and Western wear, you find that this assumption gets, pushed really hard.
Digest this. The women's apparel industry is pegged at a whopping $14 billion. The Western wear market is growing at about 18% year-on-year. That's double the growth of the Indian wear sector in India. Clearly, the market has potential, and here's a variety of reasons as to why brands should not be alienating this segment of customers.
One thing is absolutely true is that as designers, we sometimes forget to design for this age segment because a lot of us designers sometimes are working on collections which we show on the ramp and we tend to think very young fashion. However fit a woman is at 35, 40, 45, when she wants Western wear, yes, she requires a completely different kind of styling. And yes, there's a huge gap and I completely agree with you.
You look at the sizes available today, I mean, what is called sometimes, extra large or in fact XXL sizes are sizes that most normal people can't fit into. If you find, say, the area of say take cosmetics, and if you look at skincare, you find that the opposite is true. In fact, the older segment is extremely well catered to.
On one hand, India is fast becoming the hub of both local and global brands. But on the other, brands seem to be in their comfort zone, ignorant of the opportunity that lies beyond. So while international brands may push their existing collection as appropriate for any age group, there's no denying the fact that this market is a fantastic opportunity for domestic players to cash in on. It may not be a volume buster initially, but the time to start building this category is now. Until then, it's advantage Dubai and Singapore.